So, for the last 2 years, Roz and I have been using Salomon X Ultra 3 Gore-Tex trail runners. The X Ultra 3 is the first trail running shoe that either Rosin or I have used, and we both tried out boots before switching to the Ultra 3s. Our shoes both have about 600 to 700 backpacking kilometers on them, plus we use them when canoeing and for some regular day use over the summer. Roz and I both feel that the comfort and use of the shoe was phenomenal throughout the life of the shoe, and we'd happily buy another pair. The parts of the shoe that we liked the most were the support, the laces, and the tread. The X Ultra 3 has a fairly rigid structure around the heel that helps support your ankle while becoming more pliant near the front, so it stays flexible enough to be comfortable to walk in. We both found that the insole supported our feet nicely and had enough cushion to reduce the amount of foot fatigue we experienced throughout the day. We also thought that the laces were a thing of beauty. The Salomon X Ultra 3s are the first shoe we've had that have a quick lace style shoelace. We've constantly struggled to get and keep our laces tied just right when hiking in our boots, but the quick lace system was amazing for us, and we're definitely going to be looking for it when trying new shoes in the future. The last highlight is definitely the shoe tread. It was fairly aggressive and helped us keep our footing in a lot of varied terrain. Being able to easily grip in a wide variety of terrain from pavement, dirt, gravel, and sand without slipping or worrying about traction was really nice. The only problems we had with the shoes were dry time and heat rash. Both of these issues were largely because of the Gore-Tex that's used to keep them waterproof and are pretty standard issues with waterproof shoes. Eventually, you just get to your shoes being damp all the time, and in Rosin's case, getting hot spots, even if it's over about 15 Celsius outside. A couple other things many people look at in trail runners are the break-in time and the toe box size. The Salomon X Ultra 3s had a great break-in period. I only needed a couple of kilometers for the shoes to settle into my feet, and Rosalind only needed about 15 to 20 kilometers to break hers in. And that's actually pretty good because her feet are notoriously tender. We also thought the toe box size was okay and didn't have any problems with it, but we would also like to try some shoes with a wider toe box if we get the chance. Now, while we did wear the shoes for 600 to 700 kilometers, they did break down a bit throughout their lifetime. The waterproofing in my shoes failed at around the 400 kilometer mark. The constant flexing near the front caused the sides of my shoe to crack, and they were no longer able to keep the water out. Even heavy morning dew would find a way in. Coupled with the slow dry time due to the Gore-Tex, and it made for many days with wet feet. The sole of the shoe around where the sides were cracking also started to peel off around the 500 kilometer mark with my shoes. With the waterproofing already gone, it wasn't really a big deal, and it's likely just a continuation of the flexing issue that was happening in the area. But I will note that Roslyn shoes didn't have these problems show up till near the end of their life, so it doesn't look like these shoes will always break down in this way. The last thing to cover about the shoes is the cost. Brand new, the Salomon X Ultra 3 Gore-Tex shoes come in at 180 Canadian. Doing a price comparison on atmosphere.ca, this makes the X Ultra 3 one of the most expensive shoes available. The average cost for a pair of hiking shoes looks like it's around $120 to $150 on Atmosphere, but we feel that the shoe is definitely worth the cost. Overall, Roz and I think these were great shoes and that the pros far outweigh the cons. We would definitely recommend these to other people. All that being said, we are having a hard time trying to find replacements. At this point, we're looking at getting the Salomon X Ultra 3 shoe again, but without the Gore-Tex waterproofing layer. This would help improve the dry time and reduce the amount of heat rash that the shoes cause by making them more breathable. Other options we're looking at have been getting a pair of Ultra's no-drop shoes. We've heard a lot of good things about them over the last year, and even had a couple of people recommend them to us. We're hoping to find some to try on to compare them to the Salomon X Ultra 3s because that's the standard that they have to beat. We've also looked into some Merrell and Hoka shoes, but haven't put as much time into looking at them, so we don't know how well they'll suit us yet. Whatever we end up getting, after we put a good 200 or so kilometers on them, we'll definitely give you a midlife review of the shoe with a comparison to the Salomon X Ultra 3s, just as a way of gauging how they're breaking in. So I'd also like to thank everyone that's been commenting, liking, and sharing our posts and who's subscribed to our channel. Your feedback and comments do mean a lot to us, and we love engaging with people in the comments section. If you have any questions about anything hiking related, let us know and we'll do our best to answer them. So stay safe and have a good week.